So we are at Kung Fu in Montreal. I'm with Ray. Would you like to introduce yourself with people that don't know you?
Sure. I'm Ray Kao. I am a partner of technology and strategy at People and Code, a software development agency in Toronto. We focus on web and mobile apps.
Awesome. You had a booth in the Make Web Not World Lounge, and it was all about like these cool 3D printers. So it was really amazing. Everything you were able to do with these printers. Uh, Okay, I need to see it again. This is amazing. Like I fall in love with these printers. And what is really great is that you use the Kinect to scan a 3D model of people. So would you like to explain a little bit how is it working?
Yeah, so the Kinect sensor is, as we know, is used for the Xbox primarily for games. But what people don't really understand is how it works. So it's able to actually send out information from the sensor itself. So it uses 2 or 3 different types of sensors actually on it. One is a regular picture camera sensor. The other one is, I believe it's based off of infrared light. So it sends the beam of light out and is able to, based on the time it takes to come back to the sensor, model out an individual or whatever it may be. So for our particular use case, it was people. From that, it is able to generate in real time 3-dimensional objects. We do need the subject to spin around on a chair at the moment and then scan the top of their head because it kind of can't get that information. Obviously, when they're facing it, that's perfectly fine. So we partnered with DraftPrint 3D in order to bring this exhibit here. Andre, who runs DraftPrint 3D, has a bunch of 3D printers, and so us coordinating with him with doing 3D scanning, we're able to live at the conference each day print out a limited number of people that attend the conference. Yeah. Yeah, and the software that we use is open source. It's readily available out there. It leverages actually the SDK for the Kinect. So a lot of people don't actually know that you can actually go and buy a Kinect sensor and start developing really cool things. We see art installations that are being used that you can actually interact with objects in 3 space with any physical controllers in your hand. And a lot of the time people will buy an Xbox Kinect sensor and buy like a $6 adapter that you can buy online to use it with a PC. There's also a Windows version of it, but I'm not trying to decrease the sales of that one. But I think in terms of multi-purpose use, the Xbox version of the sensor is probably a better one for people to pick up. Yeah.
Cool. So this is a real good technology for the people that are watching the video. I'm gonna show you a picture and maybe probably put a video about what you're doing here with the Kinect. I also heard that you are using Windows Azure as a backend for this project. So would you like to explain to other people what you did and why did you choose Windows Azure?
Yeah, so we built a really simple WordPress site in order to create a quick sign-up form at the conference for people to come by the booth, sign up for a scan ahead of time, then come back and actually do a scan. We also post the actual 3D image file, the STL file, or PLY file online on WordPress as well. So we add that as an attachment to WordPress. When it's ready and we publish the post itself, it'll automatically email each attendee that, hey, your file is ready to download. Here are the necessary things that you may need to install in order to view it. Yeah, it was, real quick and simple. It was a day's worth of work. We chose to go with a Linux VM version of things as opposed to the gallery install of WordPress, mostly because at the time we weren't quite sure, what obstacles we were going to face with it. So we're like, let's have full total control. Let's do this in a Linux VM, and if we hit a roadblock, it's okay. We have full control.
This is pretty cool, and this is what I like with Windows Azure is that you get the choice. If you just want to deploy the website, you're able to do it. If you want to have the full control, you can do it with a VM, with Windows, or even with Linux. So pretty cool stuff you had here. Last time we talked a little bit about People and Code. So this is a company based in Toronto. Would like to let people know a little more about like what you're doing, what are the things that you offer, what is the business that People and Code are doing?
Right. So we're an agency that works for other agencies, right? So if you're a branding agency without a digital arm, we would like to be your vendor of choice in order to help build products for your clients. We have internal projects that we're working on longer term, but essentially we're software development as a service. So anything you may need to build, our focus is on web and mobile, mostly for all the native platforms at the moment. So yeah, I mean, we also deal a lot with strategy as well. right? So where you may not need a development agency that's local to you, say a North American company, because your budget's so low, but you need someone to help you manage the project or help you scope it out first before you offshore. We're open to that as well. Yeah.
I really like the term software services agency. So that's pretty cool. So thanks for your time. I hope you had a great time at Kung Fu, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks.
Yeah.